one, this is called a brand new me. He's going to graduate from 5th grade into middle school. Except he forgot to apply. He forgot to fill out his community service slip. All right, I forgot that I need glasses. But hey, a small detail. All right. Call me crazy. But when Ms. Adolph handed me the envelope that said Hank's graduation, I thought it was going to contain a note that said I was getting some kind of special prize. In my imagination, that note said, because of your great Zipzer attitude and outstanding contribution to PS 87, we have chosen you to give the opening speech at your graduation. Congratulations. Or if not a speech, at least I thought they were going to give me a statue of Principal Love that ran on batteries. So when you switched it on, the Statue of Liberty mole on his cheek would light up and dance the hula. But that's not exactly what the note said. What it exactly said was, Dear Mr. Zipzer, unfortunately, you have not completed your community service requirement for graduation. We are also going to notify your parents that you have failed to fulfill this obligation. Just reading that note made my stomach flip like an Olympic diver jumping off the high board. Unless you complete your community service, it said, you will not be able to graduate with the rest of your class. Please set up an appointment with Principal Love as soon as possible. So there it was. The one thing I was looking forward to since I was born, which was graduating from PS 87 and getting out of there and leaving Miss Adolph far, far behind, was kaput. Kaput, as in not happening, as in, how did I get myself in this mess? I was just staring at the note. I didn't hear the bell ring. I didn't even notice that my best friends, Frankie Townsend and Ashley Wong, were standing in front of me. Community service, I said. Will somebody please tell me when anybody mentioned anything about community service? In the 1st grade, Ashley said. And in the 2nd grade, Frankie added. And in the 3rd grade and the 4th grade 5 times in the 5th grade. And they expect me to remember that? And the last time you were sent home a pink slip of paper you were supposed to have your parents sign. Is any of this ringing a bell, Zip? Yes, I hear a tiny tinkle. It's a very small bell, but I'm sure it's there. Hank, did you lose that pink slip? Ashley asked. I certainly did not. It's protecting all my favorite pieces of chewed bubble gum. I reached into my pocket of my Mets jacket. I pulled out a wadded piece of pink paper and read it as best I could. Working around the gooey splotches of hardened gum that covered most of the words. Look, I said to Ashley and Frankie, it doesn't say anything about community service. It says, Dear Hank. And then down here it says, Itty Irv. And at the end it says, will graduate. Frankie took the letter from my hand. Okay, genius, he said. Your gum wads are covering half the letters. It doesn't say Itty Irv, which I don't even think is English. If you look under the gum wads, what it really says is community service. And then, Ashley chimed in. Yeah, and for sure it doesn't say will graduate. It actually says will not graduate. You see the knot? It's right under this little clump of juicy fruit. Well, that's impossible. I hate juicy fruit. That's tropical kiwi burst. Zip, Frankie said. The point is, you never took care of business. You didn't do your community service. Your graduation is in jeopardy. We went out into the hall. Suddenly, I felt a tap on my shoulder. I was so deep in thought, I jumped about 40 feet in the air. Oh, when I landed back on the linoleum, I turned around and Principal Love was wagging his finger at me. His Statue of Liberty mole was not lit up, but he was grinding his teeth so much, his mole was now dancing the cha-cha. I hate when the mole dances the cha-cha because it means you're in trouble, Hank. Principal Love, I was just coming to see you. Really, that's funny. My office is in the other direction. I know. I was taking the long way around to give myself an extra opportunity to get some exercise. Because we kids, you know, we don't get off the couch much. Young man, you stop this chitter-chatter instantly. Accompany me to my office where we will discuss your future, or lack of the same. The future being where you should be going, as opposed to your present direction, which is where you should not be going, but you're heading there anyway. I didn't understand one word after, young man. He didn't wait for me. He spun on his black Velcro sneakers. He headed down the hall in the direction of his office. Don't be cute, Hank. Just go. No problem, I said. This is me heading toward Principal Love's office. He and I are going to call. We're going to talk this through man to man. No, Zip, Frankie said. He talks. You listen. I have important things to say. The thing is, about Frankie and Ashley, they worry way too much. But as I caught up with Principal Love and I followed him into his office and watched him slam the door behind us, I thought to myself, wow, this might be a really great time to start to worry. 10 sentences I wanted to hear from Principal Love. 1, Mr. Zipzer, your private roller coaster is ready for you now. 2, we're sorry to inform you that your know-it-all sister, Emily, will have to repeat the 4th grade because she failed math, science, language arts, and she sucks at spelling. 3, Miss Adolph will no longer be teaching at PS 87 due to her decision to ride a barrel over Niagara Falls. 4, the Mets baseball organization is happy to inform you that you have been drafted and will start at first base in the World Series. Hi, Mom. Hi, Hank, it's Mom. I just bought a butt gadget we can attach to your baby brother Harry that will make his diapers smell like movie popcorn. 9, your sister's really annoying iguana, Catherine, has just bought a plane ticket back to Brazil. One way. 10, we are so proud of you, Hank. I did not hear one of those sentences from my principal. And that's Hank.